Hello everyone and welcome back to the Travel Gene. This is another mini review that I wanted to carry out, and it's very closely related to the actual production process that we use here on the Travel Gene. More recently, I moved from a free software program known as Clipchimp over to PowerDirector 365 that you see here in the background. Now, PowerDirector initially was a very good program, and it was easy to use. It was very user-friendly and so forth. But in my most recent video, I tried to reestablish the continuation of the series on Bali. It was supposed to be Bali Part 3. Now, the Bali Part 3 was a little bit more complex in nature than Bali Part 2 and Bali Part 1, visiting Indonesia on our travel vlog. And some of the problems which arose were the fact that I used the available tools and instruments in PowerDirector 365, which included music clips, included animations and overlays, some text that was in there that was very important to me. And unfortunately, most unfortunately, when I tried to export, it did not work. It did not work. I lost the sound because of a previous problem with a vast update, a driver update, and it blew out my sound. So I actually changed computers in between while I was working on this particular project. And the new computer had a Core i7 system and a very high graphics UHD output. So I tested it there to see if the program would upload, and surprise, surprise, it still would not upload. It was 6.9 gigabytes, which is a very large file, I concede. However, you know, if you're paying for a product, you expect it to at least function. 6.9 gigabytes is not out of this world for a video production. So I was really disappointed, and I contacted support, and support tried to assist to a certain degree. They did come back to me. I will give them the credit for that. And they asked me for various files, which I had to go through a long, drawn-out process to copy and to send to them, which I did. And then I contacted them 2 times. And the second time they contacted me. The third time that I sent them the files, I never heard back from them. So I'm really disappointed. I'm going to uninstall PowerDirector 365. Now, there's a lot of tools involved with it, but it's like anything else. They keep adding new functions, new add-on platforms and stuff, and which I find totally distracting and totally useless for my particular needs. I'm sure that some people will agree that they're useful for certain purposes. There's an audio director, there's a video director, but I'd rather have it all installed in a single program, in a program that functions, of course. So this one's not working. It's not working. I've got PowerDirector, I've got Bali Part 3 that I'm trying to upload, and it's beyond me. So now I have to start from scratch. I have to restart from scratch. I'm going to try 2 other options. One is I'm going to try and cut the video in half and put it in 2 parts, Bali Part 3A, Bali Part 3, Bali Part 3B, and try and upload that to the travel vlog. Because we still have a lot of material to present, a lot of material to share with you. We've been to Egypt, we've been to Georgia in the meantime, we've been to Brussels, Belgium on a day tour. So all this stuff is very interesting, and I did want to take the opportunity to share it with you. So this is my review of PowerDirector 365, and I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed because, number one, the support system didn't work. Number 2, the platform itself, the application, failed to function correctly and to provide me with what it was I needed. So if you have all of these transitions, you have all these overlays, if you have all the music that you can add into your video to enhance it and to make it an ideal presentation, that's great. But if they don't work, that's not so great. In fact, that's terrible because you're paying for it. So I don't know. At this point, I cannot recommend PowerDirector 365. Give me your comments down below and let me know what you think. I'd like to have your feedback. Is there a better system out there? Is there something else I should be investing in? I heard that Adobe Premiere was a very good system. However, it's very expensive. It's very upmarket. You're really going to have to pay, and hopefully you'll get what you pay for. I don't want to go through this ordeal once again. On a more positive note, I got contacted by Avast, and Avast has refunded my entire subscription and allowed me to keep my antivirus until the end of the billing cycle. This was due to the fact that they had installed drivers, and these drivers inevitably blew out my sound system, and I had to have my computer reworked by an expert at QFC Computers in Belgium, which I highly recommend in passage. And he reinstalled a new driver, a 1 terabyte driver, which really helped. And I thought that, now that I had the new driver and the new graphic software complete with Intel updates and so forth, that might resolve the issue that I was having with uploading the current video. No go. I tried it today, and every time it gets to a certain point, not a specific point, but some point in the video, whether it's at 22% or if it's 87%, I even got up to 97% at one point, and it just, Windows stops working. There seems to be a conflict between Windows and the PowerDirector 365. So if you got any insights, you got any ideas, I studied for 2 weeks. And I'm talking about 8-hour days, 12-hour days, where I was actually doing research, trying to find a solution to this problem. And there was nothing out there. There was nothing. There were a few interesting videos where I learned some stuff, but there was nothing telling me exactly what I could do to get around this, to download, to export this large file. And I tried it all. I removed the graphics enhancement, acceleration, hardware acceleration, all these things that some of you will know. This particular video is geared toward those who do not have a certain level of expertise or technical knowledge, and hopefully this will prove interesting to you. If you're on the borderline about buying some or investing in some video hardware to do your videos online and social media and so forth, this would be a good reflection point for you to reconsider where you're going to invest your hard-earned funds. Okay, so I guess that's it for now. Quick, short, sweet review. No frills. PowerDirector 365, unhappy. Hopefully PowerDirector will get back to me with some feedback. Hopefully you'll be able to provide some feedback in the comments section below. It's always great to have you here, and I hope that you'll hang in there while I try and get Bali Part 3 put up again. And once I get around that hick, I'll try and be more careful with my moving forward. I'm still going to try with PowerDirector 3 today, PowerDirector 365 today. It's PowerDirector Suite 365, and it is not so sweet. Thanks for listening, and have a great day here on the Travel Gene.